what if you're not on social media at all? Is that an issue
As
as a brand?
a brand, in today's world, I would say yes, very much so. Obviously, as I mentioned, the power of the brand is now sitting with the consumer, and if you're not playing in that space, then you are losing out on opportunities. Not only to influence how people feel about yourself, but at the same time, you're also not understanding the competitive environment. So that's one of the benefits that you get out of social media listening tools. If you deploy a social media listening tool, first of all, the base layer is you understand the environment. So if you're in fast-moving consumer goods, you understand the general environment and what the positive or negatives are being said about that environment through the consumer's eyes. Then on top of that, you start understanding what people feel about your own products. Next to that, you feel what people are talking about your competitor products. And then you see where there are opportunities there for your brand. So if something's negative, you can either jump on it, or if something's positive, you can emulate it or better it. And then on top of that, you start building communities around your products and services. And I think as short ago as 2010, people were considering social media a fad. They weren't even sure that it was part of the integrated marketing mix. Now it is a channel. It's on every single brief that goes out to a media agency or an advertising agency is, social media components, and there's a brief around it. So it's an integrated part of our lives, and if you're not playing in that space, you're losing out.
Now, which social media platform is the most powerful, do you think?
There can't be a single winner. It's based on who you're talking to and what sort of engagement level you're having. So from a brand perspective and a brand advocacy perspective, it seems that Facebook is probably the most powerful, because Facebook is very much where you as an individual turn to your peers, you turn to your friends. So an example is you're wanting to buy a new car. So you go to your friends, I'm looking at these 3 cars, what do you guys think? And then all your friends will chip in and tell you, what they think about it, and it'll help guide your decision making. Whereas if you're angry and you're in the burger joint and the queue's too long and you're hot and the aircon's not working and you want to vent, you generally turn to Twitter. That's it's because it's short, it's immediate, it goes out straight away, it's open to the general public, it's not, you haven't closed it off to, for an example, Facebook. You might only be talking to your friends, whereas generally Twitter, you're ranting to the world. So it all depends. And obviously then there's the professional social medias like LinkedIn. So, each one is used for a different purpose. And I think you need to be aware of that when you're sending out messages.
Well, it's interesting you said that Facebook could be the most powerful one, depending on, I guess, what your business is. Because I think that Facebook is a really, more and more people are, making it very private. They don't want people to find them. They're changing their names on Facebook. And they don't want to be advertised. I hear a lot of people in the office being like, how did these advertisements get on my Facebook? So why is that an important one for brands to be on? And how do they access all of these really private people?
Well, there is a part of it which is advertising. So the idea is that if you're using social media listening tools and you've deployed those and you start building communities, then there's less of a need to advertise to people via Facebook. However, if you're not doing that and you're wanting to get quick reach on a particular product, then you can buy advertising on Facebook. So advertising is based on the usual principles. They know exactly who you are. And if you've left your profile open or public, then it's all systems go. They can advertise to you based on your profile. So obviously, if they start marketing things to you that have got no relevance to you, so for example, you've put there that you're single and you don't have children, and suddenly you start seeing baby products, you're going to go, well, that's irrelevant. So the idea is that they need to do it based on your profile, but there is a balance between the two. So you can very easily close those off if you're not unhappy with the marketing messages that are coming through. You can either unfollow or just simply shut those down. But generally, it's been done in such a way that it comes through on your feed and you almost feel that it naturally should be there.
Yeah.
As again, if it's appropriate. If you start getting inappropriate content, then you're realizing straight away that you're being marketed to. So it all depends on how it's done. But again, if you're closing off your profile, then people can't market to you. Then it's up to community managers that are managing communities via social media tools to get to you.